Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. It just seems like it just gets more and more absolutely ridiculous. And the story that this man who calls himself Brother Bilal told TashaK is really it just puts another layer of absurdity to the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett marriage. So buckle up and enjoy the ride with this one. According to Brother Bilal, Will Smith and his best buddy Duane are quite the butt buddies. Now, this man, Brother Bilal, claims to have known Will Smith for about 40 years. 40 years. So this isn't someone that he just met last year. He claims to have been friends with Will Smith for 40 years, and he is telling his story. He's telling what he knows. For all of you people who are saying TashaK is going to get sued, which we'll get into that later in the video, I personally don't see why it would even be a thought that she would get sued. Sued for what? You know, this is what this man came on her show and alleges that he witnessed and saw. So if you want to see more of this interview, the full interview, I will have a link to TashaK's website. You can go to her website and subscribe and watch the full video. But here's a little clip of the video and what was said.
You looked at my Instagram, you see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars. You can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they...
I mean, that's profound. I mean, obviously, yes, if a woman wants something more than what she's getting in the bedroom with who she's with, she's not going to be sexually satisfied and gratified. And that could be a little insight, could be allegedly why there were so many rumors that she was so hungry sexually for other people while she was married to Will. That also plays into why perhaps he felt as if he needed to react the way he did.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
And as you know how the saying goes, men with little breakfast sausages tend to be more violent because they have little sausages. So, I guess Will felt like he was manning up by going and hitting Chris Rock. But we all know that was a crazy thing he did. But back to the interview clip.
Her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can.
I mean, Tupac must have had a big quote unquote baby leg, because it seems like even after the man is dead, she's still fiending for the baby leg. Like, which I've never heard it termed as baby leg, but you know, it's like that connection with this man just totally rocked her whole, not only world, but her whole universe. But back to the clip.
Beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends?
Now
Like
wait,
oh, I
who is
could
he
tell
saying
you
was
what
beaten
goes
so
on
much
in-
that they were
so
falling
much
into submission?
that they fall into submission.
Is she
There's
saying, is
nothing you
he
can do.
saying that that's what Jada has done to Will, beat him into submission emotionally? Because she just looked at him at the Oscars, and he, before all of his peers and the whole world, got up and committed an act of assault, an act of violence on Chris Rock. I mean, clearly before everyone, he assaulted him. He could have went to jail. Like, that's some control.
Do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Damn, somebody told me I made my pictures in the book.
I mean, he didn't really catch that shade that Tasha threw at him, because, like, you knew Will for 40 years. Friends go through ups and downs. They do. I mean, you're pretty much like brothers if you've been in each other's company and not disconnected contact with each other and have been, you know, in each other's space, in each other's circle for 40 years. That's a long time. You know, because as people mature, as things change in our lives, we are friends with people for a season and then we move on. But 40 years is a long season to be in someone's circle and be someone's friend. And whatever it is that they're going through, where he feels as though Will wasn't there for him, maybe Will is going through something. And as a friend, you go run to the media and tell all because Will isn't serving you the way you want to be served. Maybe Will is going through something right now and you need to step up and be a friend instead of running and spilling all of his secrets. So what if he is telling the truth about what was going on with Will? That's really Will's story to tell. Like, why are you outing him at this point? You know, I don't know him personally, but I mean, you have Jada with her tell-all book. Now this guy coming out telling all. I mean, it's like Will is truly being exposed to the whole world by people that are closest to him. Somebody you knew for 40 years, somebody that you've been married to for what? How long have they been married? 20 years maybe? Were they married that long? But it's like, you know, what's with the betrayal and the exposés?
You know, your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you like you doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and DuaneMartin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and weight game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Duane down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder. There was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
Even when I was with the deer in the headlights, and I finally said, oh, shit.
So, of course, everybody wants to know what the reaction is of WillSmith and Jada Pinkett Smith. And TMZ caught up with Jada after the Breakfast Club interview.
How you guys doing?
All right, good to see you.
We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we
gotta. Oh, we're blocking. I'm sorry.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like, you know, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
I know that's right. Thank you.
Really? I mean, sue for what? Sue for what? What are you suing for? I mean, she's already put their relationship out there as that it wasn't a real marriage, that they were separated. The rumors of he and Duane have been out there for a long time. Is she gonna sue the people that said that there was something going on with them all these years? I mean, this isn't new. This is the first time that someone from their inner circle is saying this. You know, but she's obviously in the inner circle. She's married to Will. She came out and said that they weren't in any type of real marriage. It was just a marriage on paper. She's already proven that she's a good actress and a liar. So she went on the Breakfast Club and she gave her reason or explanation as to why Brother Bilal is doing this.
Playing each other's biz, that y'all was sleeping
Wait
with.
a minute. Let's get the question in.
The No Soccer Mom chapter, right? You shoot down every rumor there's ever been about y'all. That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all was sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Duane?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, you know, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. Mm-hmm. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that. But yeah, you say
leave it alone. Don't go no further.
Yeah. No. Nobody said anything.
Now, she's saying that he tried to shake them down now over a business transaction. If someone believes that you legitimately owe them money for some services rendered or whatever, that's not considered a shakedown. So, I mean, he could sue them it could go both ways. They can sue him. He can sue her. She's saying that he basically tried to extort them and shake them down for money, or shake Will down for money. Now, if you provide a service for someone and you want to get paid a certain amount of money and the person doesn't want to pay you that, is that considered a shakedown, that they're asking you for a certain amount of money and you want to pay less than what they want to get paid. You know what I mean? That seems like something that, if that's true, he should have just took them to court to sue for the money. Or maybe he decided, okay, you burned me on this deal, so I'm going to start spilling your secrets. You know what I'm saying? It could have went like that. It could have went like, okay, you were supposed to give me $50,000 and you're trying to give me 20. And I did $50,000 worth of work for you. So you're going to do me like that? Okay, I'm going to spill the beans on all your secrets that I've gathered on you for the past 40 years. And so Jada's going on the Breakfast Club to let him know, in my opinion, all of this in this video is my opinion. You know, in my opinion, she could be telling the truth. Or she could just be letting him know, hey, we're going to sue you. We're going to have our high-powered lawyers run circles around you if you say anything else. Because obviously they have the money to tie him up in court until the day he drops. And as far as people thinking TashaK is going to get sued for what? She's not making these allegations. You can't sue someone because they provided a platform for someone to come on and speak their truth. She's not alleging these things happen. This person came on her show and alleged that this stuff happened. So you have these major media outlets, these legacy media outlets that are to a large degree controlled. And then you have these platforms and social media where anybody can create a channel and anybody can create a following. And so you have a lot of people that are shut out by mainstream media coming to platforms like TashaK and getting their message out. And the mainstream media who controls what you see and hear and what comes out and what gets squashed, then they want to intimidate the bloggers, the vloggers, the people who have following on the free range, open field of social media. And so I would be curious to see, which she said she was suing. I'm assuming that she's going to take legal act. She's talking about taking legal action, which is Will would have to take the legal action. But since she apparently controls him, he would have to take legal action against his friend, which is just going to get even messier because even more stuff is going to come out. So hopefully this man don't end up having an accident or something like that. But here's more from the Breakfast Club interview.
Thing. It's you know, so
rewind it back.
But yeah, you know,
say leave it alone. Don't go no further.
Yeah. No, nobody said anything. It's you know, so for me, unfortunately, it's part of it. You know what I mean? It's not true. We gonna take care of it, and that's that.
So there was a money shakedown prior?
Oh yeah, it was a money shakedown.
They tried to extort you before? Like,
well, it's based around that they in some way were doing business around Will's book, and that they spent money or what have you, and that they needed to be compensated. So he already tried to do this money shakedown. Will was willing to give him a certain amount or what have you, and he didn't take it. So this whole situation is based on that.
Give him a certain amount. Why though? Just
because of some business that they had, and I don't know the complete details.
So that's what I said. I mean, obviously, he feels as though he was owed XYZ. Will decided to give him what he thought he should give him. And he felt insulted by that. This is what I'm gathering. He felt insulted by that, that he thought he was being lowballed. So he decided to spill the beans. This is making him seem more credible because, you know, it's like, okay, I've been friends with you for 40 years. You're going to F me over? Okay, well, I'm going to tell all your secrets. That's what I'm getting. That's what this whole thing is giving. The whole thing is just ridiculous. She really has destroyed any perception that the two of them have any type of real marriage anyway. Being with her son's friend and just all of this stuff. You know, the fact that she went on the Today Show and said that they weren't that they were separated for what, 10 years? I mean, it's just like, at this point, they need to just stop talking, but they're not. So we're going to have more of these types of stories in the future. Tell me what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman.